Chase Chrisley gives shocking details about who put Todd and Julie in prison. Chase Chrisley has given shocking details about who put Todd and Julie Chrisley in prison. Fans have been wondering who they think is responsible for sending them away. However, Chase has revealed a lot that gives more confirmation into who put their parents behind bars. The truth behind it all is shocking for everyone. There is a lot to unfold and uncover. Keep reading to find out more about this situation. Todd and Julie Chrisley locked away for over 2 years. Todd and Julie Chrisley were locked away for over 2 years. However, they were recently pardoned by Donald Trump and let out. They were in federal prison for tax evasion and fraud. However, they still claim that they did nothing wrong and were wrongfully convicted. Fans are not sure what to believe when it comes to this. However, they are out of prison, so what fans think does not determine their future. However, people are slowly finding out that the family lied about things like Todd starving in prison while eating expired food. After he was released, he revealed that he was eating fast food. So a lot of things are not adding up when it comes to the Chrisley family. Chase Chrisley gives shocking details about who imprisoned them. Chase Chrisley has given shocking details about who imprisoned his parents. He was asked if he thought Lindsay and Kyle Chrisley had anything to do with getting his parents locked up. This is what he had to say. 100% yes, the FBI letter that she wrote was read in court, and she was sitting next to me. He would not even say Lindsay's name. Chase also claimed that Kyle was in the works with the government as well. He was appalled when he heard that Lindsay and Kyle claimed they had nothing to do with sending Todd and Julie away. It seems as though Chase thinks his siblings, Lindsay and Kyle, had everything to do with putting his parents behind bars. It is safe to say that he does not want a relationship with either of them. They showed their true colors, and this is not something Chase wants to be associated with. He was extremely disappointed that they would do something like this. What do you think? Do you think they put their parents behind bars? Sound off in the comments below. We would love to hear your thoughts on this situation. Chrisley knows best bombshell. Chase Chrisley reveals shocking details about who really put Todd and Julie behind bars. The world of Chrisley knows best has been no stranger to controversy, courtroom drama, or tearful revelations, but nothing could have prepared fans for the bombshell confession dropped by Chase Chrisley, the oldest son of Todd and Julie Chrisley, who has long maintained a low-key public profile since his parents' high-profile conviction and imprisonment, has finally broken his silence, and what he's revealed is both explosive and heartbreaking. In a no-holds-barred interview aired exclusively on his sister Savannah Chrisley's podcast Unlocked, Chase painted a vivid and shocking picture of betrayal, manipulation, and broken family ties. According to Chase, the downfall of his once-beloved parents didn't come solely from the prosecution or financial errors, but from someone much closer, someone inside their circle. This wasn't just a legal battle. It was a family implosion, and Chase is ready to name names. It wasn't the feds who took them down, not at first. From the moment Todd and Julie Chrisley were sentenced, Todd to 12 years, Julie to 7, fans have speculated wildly about what led to their downfall. Officially, the charges stemmed from years of tax evasion, wire fraud, and bank fraud. Prosecutors alleged the Chrisleys lived far beyond their means while deceiving financial institutions and the IRS. But Chase says there's far more to the story, and it begins with betrayal from within. It wasn't the government who knocked the first domino down, Chase told Savannah in a voice full of restrained emotion. It was someone who knew everything about our family, someone we trusted like blood. That someone, according to Chase, was a former business partner turned whistleblower. Though he didn't mention the person by name, longtime followers of the Chrisley legal case know exactly who he's referencing: Mark Braddock. Braddock, a former employee and close associate of Todd's, played a pivotal role in the government's investigation. He not only testified against the Chrisleys in court, but admitted to helping commit some of the financial crimes before turning informant and cutting a deal with federal prosecutors. Chase didn't hold back. This guy walked into our lives like a brother. He knew where we lived, what we spent, who we were at our most vulnerable, and he turned all of it into ammunition. The alleged motive: revenge and control. The most shocking part of Chase's confession wasn't that someone close to the family had turned. It was why he believes it happened. Chase said, "This was about revenge, pure and simple." According to Chase, there had been tension between Todd and the whistleblower long before any legal trouble surfaced. He hinted at personal disputes, bruised egos, and what he described as jealousy of our family's success. He didn't like that my dad was in the spotlight. He didn't like being in the shadows, Chase claimed. So when things went sideways, he saw a way to tape us all down and save himself in the process. Chase also alleged that false documents were submitted by this individual to bolster the prosecution's case, and that key context was conveniently left out during the trial. He got immunity, he got a deal, and my parents got locked away. How is that justice? A family fractured but not broken. What makes Chase's revelations even more emotional is the raw way he describes the toll it's taken on the Chrisley family as a whole. People see the headlines. They think, oh, they're just reality stars who got caught lying about money. But they don't see what it did to us behind closed doors, Chase said. We didn't just lose our parents to prison, we lost friends. We lost trust. We lost the image of who we thought we were. Chase admitted he went through months of depression after the sentencing and even considered walking away from the spotlight entirely. I didn't want anything to do with the Chrisley name, he said. Every time I walked into a grocery store, someone gave me a look, like I was guilty too, like I was just a spoiled brat who got caught. But it was his younger siblings, Grayson and Chloe, who gave him purpose. I had to stay strong for them, Chase said. They still need us. And if I stayed silent, the narrative would never change. Todd and Julie's reaction and message from prison. Though communication with Todd and Julie remains limited, Chase said he's managed to stay in contact with both parents through letters, monitored phone calls, and occasional visits. They were devastated when the truth came out, Chase said. But they weren't surprised. Deep down, I think they always knew who was gunning for them. In one particularly emotional moment, Chase read a letter from Todd sent from his prison facility in Pensacola. The letter, dated just weeks before the podcast recording, included a simple but heartbreaking message. They can take our freedom, but they'll never take our faith in each other. And Chase, when you're ready to tell the truth, don't hold back. Chase paused, visibly shaken. So that's what I'm doing. I'm not holding back anymore. Julie, meanwhile, has kept her focus on prayer and survival, according to Chase. She's the strongest woman I've ever known, he said. Even in the darkest place, she's still trying to protect us. Savannah's role, the keeper of the flame. Though the podcast episode was centered on Chase's revelations, Savannah played a crucial role in shaping the conversation. She admitted that she too had long suspected a betrayal from within, and had wrestled with whether to speak out. I kept quiet because I thought maybe the truth would come out in court, she said. But it didn't. And now people think our parents got what they deserved, when they don't even know half the story. Savannah has also hinted that she may release a docuseries in the near future, exploring the family's legal battle from their point of view, including never-before-seen documents, personal video diaries, and exclusive interviews with those closest to the situation. We're done being quiet, she declared. It's time for the world to know what really happened. Fans react. A shocking twist in a story that won't go away. The fan base that once tuned in weekly for Todd's one-liners and Julie's kitchen wisdom is now flooded with questions, theories, and emotional responses. On social media, hashtags like Justice for the Chrisleys and Chase Spills Truth began trending shortly after the podcast dropped. I knew something felt off about the trial, one fan wrote. Chase just confirmed it. That informant was shady from the start. Others expressed heartbreak for Chase, calling him brave for speaking out despite knowing the backlash it might bring. But not everyone is convinced. Critics argue that Chase's revelations are too little, too late, and possibly just another attempt to rewrite the narrative and salvage public image. If these people have any proof, they need to bring it forward, not just talk about it on a podcast.
Still,
Many supporters see this moment as a turning point. For a family once viewed as a caricature of Southern wealth, the Chrisleys now stand as a symbol of something deeper: how fame, betrayal, and blind trust can collide in devastating ways. What comes next? With Chase's revelations out in the open, speculation is mounting about whether the Chrisleys plan to pursue any legal action or appeals based on the information now being shared publicly. According to a family spokesperson, Todd and Julie are currently exploring legal pathways to contest elements of their conviction, especially in light of alleged misconduct and the role of the government's star witness. Chase has confirmed he's working with a legal team to prepare a timeline of events, emails, and other communications he believes could prove critical in understanding how the case unfolded. "I'm not saying my parents were perfect," Chase said, "but I'm saying they didn't deserve this. And if one man's lies got them here, then we're going to fight like hell to get them out." A family still fighting. For the Chrisleys, the road ahead is uncertain. Their reputation may never fully recover. The name that once opened doors now often closes them. But in the face of disgrace, they're refusing to fade quietly into the background. Chase's voice has become a clarion call, not just for his family, but for anyone who's ever been wrongly judged, misunderstood, or betrayed. "My parents always told us, the truth always comes out in the end," he said. Well, this is the beginning of that end, and we're not done talking. One thing is certain: whether you love them, loathe them, or simply can't look away, the Chrisleys still know how to command attention. And now, with the truth finally breaking through the silence, the world is listening again. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, America Trends 24, and stay with us.